Welcome to the Joy Fantasy Football Show with me, Owuraku Ampofo. Wow, I haven't said that in a while. Well, it's been a long summer, but to be fair, we were never deprived of some top-class football as we were blessed with various international tournaments. The Premier League season is finally here and it's time to get our blood pressure and stress levels up with FPL. While you're here, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel for more FPL tips throughout the season. You can also join the Joy Sports Classic League with the code LHSNOB and stand a chance of winning amazing prizes each week. In this episode, we'll be taking a look at 5 teams with favourable opening fixtures that you should definitely take advantage of. Liverpool, who were the runners-up of the Premier League last season, will start their Premier League campaign against Norwich, Southampton, Arsenal, Burnley and Newcastle, and all 5 fixtures are winnable with at least 2 clean sheets coming from these matches. Liverpool are an interesting case as they offer a variety of players to be picked for the new season. Mohamed Salah has been a premium pick for 2 seasons running, winning the Golden Boot award in both, and his fellow attackers Mane and Firmino are also great options. Alisson won the Golden Glove with 21 clean sheets and did shut West Ham out on the opening day last season. Trent Alexander-Arnold kept a number of clean sheet points and came up with 12 assists, and Mohamed Salah, who has scored in 2 consecutive opening game weeks, he now looks very likely to find the net against Norwich on Friday. Everton have a great early run of fixtures and ended last season in fantastic form. They avoid top 6 opposition in their opening 6 game weeks. The Toffees face Crystal Palace, Watford, Aston Villa, Wolves and Bournemouth in their opening 5 fixtures. Gylfi Sigurdsson at 8 million and Lucas Digne at 6 million are excellent picks as they will take just about all of Everton's set pieces between them. Last season that included penalty shootouts as well. The Toffees kept 8 clean sheets in their final 11 games last season, and so Digne might just be the better pick between the two. Bournemouth start off their season playing against Sheffield United, Aston Villa, Manchester City, Leicester and Everton. The Cherries are an attacking team and face promoted pairs Sheffield United and Aston Villa in their first 2 fixtures, so they could be the go-to team for attacking players. AFC Bournemouth attackers such as Josh King at 6.5 million, Callum Wilson 8.5 million and Ryan Fraser at 7.5 million are great targets from the off. I'm leaning towards King out of the 3 as he is the penalty merchant and the cheapest among all 3. West Ham United will kick off their campaign at home against defending champions Manchester City, and albeit a win is unlikely, however, their next 4 fixtures against Brighton, Watford, Norwich and Aston Villa are encounters they can get positive results in. Felipe Anderson was one of the Hammers' brightest sparks last season, scoring 10 and assisting a further 4, and his price tag of just 7 million is good for an impact player like him. Club record signing Sebastian Haller is expected to replace last season's top scorer in West Ham Marko Arnautovic up front, and his performances from Frankfurt last season makes him a good choice for Fantasy Premier League managers as well. He is currently worth £7.5 million and represents a cheaper striking option if you are low on funds up front. Brighton are a shock inclusion considering the fact that they were involved in a relegation scrap last season. However, the Seagulls face Watford, West Ham, Southampton, Manchester City and Burnley in their opening fixtures. Winnable fixtures for Brighton, I must say, as Watford, West Ham United and Southampton do have a suspect defence. With Brighton expected to play in a more fluid system under Graham Potter, I'm looking at Pascal Gross at 6.5 million, who can be a key man offensively, providing the goals and assists. Another option is new addition Leandro Trossard, coming from Belgian champions Genk. The attacking midfielder proved himself to be a goal threat, scoring 14 league goals last season. Mohamed Salah leads the captain picks as he faces Norwich on Friday. Last season's top scorer in FPL faces New Boys Norwich in Gameweek 1. Last year's championship winners were led to the title on the back of their attacking play, not their defensive attributes. Their 57 goals conceded over the course of the season was worse than 6 other clubs, and the Canaries failed to keep a clean sheet in their last 6 championship fixtures. This defensive form has continued into pre-season as Norwich have kept just 1 clean sheet in their 6 pre-season matches. Not a Manchester City pre-season game seems to have gone by without the news that Raheem Sterling has found the net. With 5 goals to his name in the warm-up matches, including the Community Shield, his only blank did come up against a Wolves side, and no player from either side registered a goal in that game. While pre-season form can never be truly trusted as a guide to player performance, given Sterling's previous FPL history, it's a good sign to see him already finding a net with absolute ease this early in proceedings. The Englishman also loves a game against West Ham. With a goal in the equivalent fixture last season, Sterling took his individual tally against the Hammers to 8 goals, 3 more goals than against any other Premier League club. He's also recently bagged 2 goals against West Ham in Manchester City's first pre-season match. An injury-hit 2018-2019 season saw Harry Kane fail to live up to Fantasy Premier League managers' lofty expectations. Indeed, the Harry Kane was more of a gentle breeze in 2018-2019, having endured his worst statistical season since his breakthrough year in 2014-2015. Still, there is a surplus of reasons to be assured Harry Kane will bounce back for the 2019-2020 season. Spurs opened their season at home against an Aston Villa side which has conceded 61 goals on their way to promotion via the playoffs. Meanwhile, Spurs have scored in every pre-season match so far. The conclusion is that Spurs will get multiple chances against Aston Villa, and generally, that means Harry Kane will score goals. In the mood for some hot differential tea? Currently owned by about 3.4% of Fantasy Premier League managers, Troy Deeney definitely falls under the tag of a differential captain material. His record against Brighton is relatively good, with 5 goals in 11 appearances, and of course, he has always had an added prospect of a penalty to boost his chances of scoring. While penalty hunting may not seem the most reliable source of points, Brighton did concede a league high of 10 goals from the penalty spot last season, so they do have form for it. Thanks for joining us on the Joy Fantasy Football Show. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more updates throughout the season. You can also join the Joy Sports Classic League with the code LHSNOB and stand a chance of winning amazing prizes each week. See you next week. Until then, may your arrows be green.